Hi, my name is Kata Lauren and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you are coming back, then I love you and I'm happy that you're here. I thought a really important topic to cover would be mindset hacks. We have so much going on in our day-to-day life, and sometimes our brains can just get a little bit hectic, and it gets hard to focus on the positive when there's so much chaos surrounding us. So in this video, we are going to learn how to start a mental diet in 3 steps. These are the things that I do personally to keep my head level, to keep me positive, to keep me productive and moving in a forward direction. And I swear they have been life-changing for me. So let's get into it. The mental diet. Just like what you feed your body. If you eat a bunch of junk food, you're gonna feel like crap, you're gonna look like crap, your skin's gonna probably not be so great. We're not gonna go into the whole thing, but you get what I'm saying. If you are eating stuff that is not good for you, you are what you eat. This is your chemical makeup, it cycles over. The same thing goes with your mind. And I don't think people realize just how much they're affected by things in the outside world. Consuming negative content. Being mean to yourself. Why are you being mean to yourself? You're your best friend. So the mental diet, I'm sorry, I had to yell at you because I felt like you needed to hear that. Be nice to my friend, you. Okay, back up. Mental diet. The mental diet's hard as frick to accomplish, but just the awareness of it, just the practice of it has so many benefits. So if you can't do it completely, girl, I'm not cutting sugar out of my diet completely. It's a minimum. So I try to do the same with my thoughts. It doesn't mean I'm never gonna think a negative thought again. It just means that when I do, I'm like, hey, where did that come from? What was that? What was that little, no. It's like I got a little Instagram moderator. You know, when you post content somewhere and there's a moderator, see if it goes against the terms of service. I have that in my brain now. So the mental diet is just to start one day. You pick one day and you say, today I am not allowed to think any negative thoughts. And it's just a rule. You can write it down, set the intention, whatever makes it more powerful for you, but just try one day of not thinking a single negative thing about you, about your pocket, about anybody else, about your future. You'll be very aware of how much of your past comes into play when you're trying to go on a mental diet. Oh Lord, like you'll be shocked. The whole point of the first day of the mental diet is not actually to not think any negative thoughts. The whole point is to be aware of how many negative thoughts you are thinking a day. You cannot have a positive environment if you're feeding it a bunch of junk all the time. It's going to end up an internal Chernobyl. It's going to be just this wasteland. So this mind right here, this needs to be, what's the word for it? Monitored, like I just said, monitored, right? Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna start off with one day, and I have a rule, and most people don't like this rule, but if you can't commit to something for one day, not gonna say it, you know what I'm thinking. If you can't commit to something for one day, then I don't know why you got your human card, because it takes a lot of days to do things around here. I made myself laugh with that one. So the point with the mental diet for one day is to become aware of how many negative thoughts, okay? Now we're gonna go on our second day. Our second day, we're aware of how many negative thoughts we're having, okay? We're gonna try our mental diet again. We're not gonna be successful at not thinking. Just don't expect to be fully successful. If you are, then write me a letter and tell me how you did it, because it took me years. And don't let that scare you either. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. But we didn't plant a tree 20 years ago. So the second best time to plant a tree is today. So starting today is your best bet with anything that you do. Start now, okay? The second day, what we are trying to do is to notice it as soon as it happens, right? We're like, oh, I got a negative thought. What was that? Now you gotta manipulate yourself. And I know people shouldn't be manipulative. Whatever, it's me. I can manipulate me if I want to. And it's actually served me pretty well, because I don't trust what my brain tells me. I do now more so because there's a moderator. But before I was like, it would just tell me all types of stupid things and I would believe it. It's me, it's in my voice, right? No, it's not. I don't even know what it is, where it comes from. probably a lot of people's voices over a lot of years that you've compiled and you're trying to protect yourself. Your nervous system is shot, most likely, if you're watching this video. Okay, so once we're aware of it, we replace the thought with a higher thought. You pick 3 things. Say, I'm not feeling so great about my physical body today. Say that I feel ugly today. We all have our ugly days. We look the same on all the days, but we just randomly, we don't like ourselves that day. It's very strange. So if I look in the mirror and I say, God, I feel ugly today, the first thing I do is I say, nothing has changed in a matter of 24 hours that is monumentally different. So it's probably in your head. Another thing is, I'll go look at the prettiest picture ever taken of me. I'll be like, her? She's not pretty? What do you mean? What do you mean she's not pretty? So, and then 3, I'll look in the mirror and I'll say, I love this about myself. I love this about myself. And I love this about myself. Even if I can't love myself as a whole today, I'm gonna love these parts. What you're doing is you are combating that negative thought with 3 positive ones. Because honestly, the more positive ones you can combat it with, the more successful it's going to be. But your brain likes proof. Your brain likes proof, and your subconscious is wired in a way to where it's like, I already know that this is true. That's why I'm telling you. But if you prove it wrong, the thought comes up less. Now, this has been my experience. I'm not a scientist. I don't even know what you would have to be I don't know what the paperwork on that is. I'm not anything but a person who has really learned how to check myself and has made enormous strides in emotional and spiritual health. Replace the thoughts. And then on the 3rd day, we're trying to catch it before it happens. Now, you may need to repeat this process. It may not happen in 3 days. If it doesn't happen in 3 days, that's fine. But once you get to the point to where you're replacing the thoughts with higher ones, trying to catch it and nip it in the bud before it happens, you will feel an emotional change. You will feel a shift. It doesn't feel good. Those thoughts are accompanied by emotions. So those emotions and becoming aware of those emotions that are associated with those thoughts are the indicator that you are going in the wrong direction. Now, having a negative thought and spinning out on a negative thought are 2 different things. The quicker you can stop the negative thought from happening, the less consequence there is. And most of the consequence is going to be internal, and it's going to cause you emotional pain at the very least. At the most, you will create a negative situation in your life because you are that powerful. And you will never hear me tell you you are not that powerful. And the quicker that you start to observe what's going on and choosing each thought that you're allowing to become reality for yourself, the more harmonious you will become, and your inner world will quiet down, and you'll learn how to be your best friend, and there will be no space for anything that hurts you anymore. And when you get to that point to where you don't allow yourself to talk to yourself that way, you better believe you're not letting anybody else do it either. And that's the kicker, is that we allow people in our lives that sometimes do not deserve us. And it's because we haven't learned our full value and worth yet. So all of that starts here. And the first thing we do is we go on a mental diet. And you will watch, I swear to you, you will watch such beauty unfold. You will start noticing everything in your life that does not align with that new vision of yourself. People that don't align or don't treat you as such, or situations that you used to participate in, but now you know that you can't do that and still love yourself. And that is actually the biggest gift that you can give yourself. And that last part wasn't included in the 3-step process. my little heart did a Care Bear thing, and I wanted to share that with you guys as well. So if you like this video, go ahead and comment down below. Also, I'm going to be making a bunch of videos. So if there's anything in specific that you want me to cover, then let me know and I will try to make a video. All right. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Have a great week. Mwah.